Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Scorpio. So guys, take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energy can also reverse. So if it's resonating, Scorpio, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Scorpio? All right, Scorpio, you are starting out with the Hermit. You have the Three of Wands and you have the Three of Swords. So somebody hurt you. I can see it very clearly. You have pulled back. There's a lot of heartache. There's pain here. It's like a broken heart. You've pulled back. You're trying to figure things out. You're in this energy where you're not really going out. You're kind of keeping to yourself. You're trying to find your balance, trying to, find the answers as to what happened here, why things occurred the way that they did. You are in this waiting energy, though. I don't know exactly. We'll clarify to see what you're waiting for, but you're definitely waiting for something. So let me see who's in your energy. There could be somebody you're not talking to. It would be whoever hurt you, and they hurt you badly. You could be kind of keeping to yourself, waiting perhaps to get communication from that person. Show me who's in Scorpio's energy. Show me who's in Scorpio's energy, please. All right, the person in your energy, we have the King of Cups in the reverse. Now, you could be dealing with another Scorpio, or it could be a Cancer or a Pisces. We have the Page of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah, this person is kind of watching you. They're keeping up with you in some form. It could be through social media or some other form, but they're watching you. I feel like it's almost a little bit of a standoff. They definitely have strong feelings and emotions for you, but they're not expressing them right now. There's truly this energy of them trying to figure out what you're up to. Part of that's because you're keeping to yourself over here and there's a lack of communication. I feel like this person's going to reach out to you, and that is what you're waiting for here. Right now, they're kind of watching to see, hoping that you're going to reach out. There's also a little bit of an energy here, Scorpio, where they're saying, well, it's Scorpio's fault that we're not talking. It's Scorpio's fault that I had to pull back. So Scorpio should reach out to me. Nevertheless, I don't see you doing that. And I do feel like that at some point you're going to get a text or some sort of a communication from this person. So show me the energy between Scorpio and this person. That's too many. Let's try it again. Show me the energy between Scorpio and this person. Five of Swords reversed. So there was a conflict between the two of you, and I feel like neither of you were fighting fair. It was ugly, and this is why you're very hurt. Both of you want to resolve that conflict. This person is trying to check in on you to see if you're open to doing that. And I feel like you're kind of maintaining your silence here, trying to figure all of this out. But at the same time, I also think you're trying to figure out how to resolve the problems. So neither of you want to be in this conflict. And it looks like it was a pretty severe conflict. Let me see. Show me what's affecting the connection. Three of Cups in the reverse. You're both unhappy. Yeah. And I don't feel like they're going out either. I feel like you definitely are keeping to yourself, isolating, hoping, waiting for this person to reconcile with you. And they're checking to see if you're willing to reconcile. Are you open to it? They're basically tamping their feelings and emotions down, because I do feel like for some reason this person is saying, Well, this big fight was caused because of Scorpio. So, you know, I'm wondering if Scorpio is going to be coming towards me. Is Scorpio out here dating? Is Scorpio out here seeing other people? You know, they're very curious about what you're up to. I don't see you doing that, though. Let me see. Show me the outcome for Scorpio. Whatever was said during this conflict, Scorpio, was heartbreaking for you. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it's not going to balance out by the end of the week. I do feel this person's going to reach out to you, but there's almost this sense here of you feeling that this person is a bit selfish. And they're trying to say, no, it's Scorpio that's being selfish. I do feel like you're going to hear from this person, though. There is definitely something here that's not balanced. It's not equal, and this is what's causing the pain. So, bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. That's wonderful news. So that's the underlying energy of success, of things working out. And I'm feeling like other people are going to be happy for this as well. Now, you might be dealing with somebody who's in the public eye, or perhaps you are. But I do feel like you have a lot of success that's coming your way. And there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be very happy about that. So let's clarify your reading, Scorpio. Spirit, why is the Hermit here for Scorpio? Strength card. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's taken a lot for you to stand your ground with this person. I feel like your inclination is to go back in and to resolve the problems with them, but you know that you have to stand your ground. You do have strong feelings for this person, and you're realizing that, but you're also realizing that there's quite a bit of, you know, problems. Like there might be a lot of people who either disapprove of this connection or are trying to create problems in the connection. I feel like you're very good about overcoming those things, but it requires you to really stand your ground. And you could have argued about other people interfering in this connection as well. So I feel like you're kind of looking at this, you're working on yourself. You might be looking at where, you know, was there anything that you did that caused the conflict? I feel like you're just doing a lot of soul searching right now. That being said, you're also standing your ground with regard to this person because they may be blaming you for what took place. I feel like you don't feel that you were wrong. Let me see the Three of Wands. Two of Cups reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, a part of you wants to move towards them because this is so painful. You do love this person. I can see it, Scorpio, but you also want them to reach out to you, and you're waiting, hoping that they will. There's a part of you that, you know, is saying, look, I'm unhappy. Maybe I should reach out. But ultimately, I don't think you're going to. I think you're going to stand your ground here. And I do feel like you just feel that the two of you are not seeing things the same. So you kind of go back and forth in your head, but in your actions, you're waiting, you're standing your ground. You're not happy about it. You're not happy about it at all, but I do see you waiting. Let me see the Three of Swords. You've made up your mind that you're not going to bring this back together until the two of you are seeing eye to eye. All right, we have the Two of Swords reversed. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Ouch. That's some really cutting energy, and I have to be honest with you. There's a part of you that's saying, you know, as long as this is so unbalanced, you're not going to be open to talking to this person. You were very hurt by whatever this person said or did, or both. So you've made up your mind that you're not open to having this conversation unless things are more balanced. As long as you're in this Three of Swords, this energy of heartbreak, you're not open to talking to this person. Although you do want to, you feel for sure that it's their responsibility to come towards you, particularly if they are an air sign. And I feel like, so it's almost like this emotional standoff that's taking place here. So let me see, let me look at their energy. Show me the King of Cups in the reverse. I do feel this person acted in a very unkind, not a very loving manner. Now, they do have love for you. They do love you, but I feel like when this conflict happened, they were rather unkind. Page of Wands, Knight of Swords. I'm wondering if there was somebody else involved in this, and that's why you're standing your ground here. Did you argue, possibly, Scorpio, over somebody else, about somebody else that this person may have been talking to, flirting with, perhaps? Because I do see them coming at you rather hard, without feeling, without emotion, very cutting and harsh in their energy. And this is what created the conflict, the argument between the two of you. And I do feel they were very cutting with their words. You withdrew from this, but it looks like it was about somebody that this person may have been flirting with or talking to. Either way, they were unkind in their actions and in their words. Now they want to resolve that, and I feel like they're going to come back towards you to tell you that, because I don't see you doing that. I see you standing your ground. Show me the Page of Swords. Yeah, they're holding on to your energy. All right, so we have the Four of Coins. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this person's definitely coming back towards you. Now, that being said, they're still carrying a little bit of a grudge. And it looks like they're basically saying that this whole thing happened because of you, because you picked a fight. And I don't feel like that's necessarily the case. I feel like they were rather unkind. It does look like it could have been over someone else or a flirtation. It doesn't look like they were involved. It looked more like they were flirting or they were talking to somebody. So they're going to be a little bit guarded about that, because that's what they don't want to talk about. There's something to do here with possibility of third party, but it doesn't look like it really went anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't look like it really went anywhere. This person's very guarded with that, but the truth of it is that they've been trying to figure out if you are open to, discussing this, if you're open to moving on from this. Now, the problem is that they may want to move on without, dealing with what took place. And that's not going to be very helpful. But they're unhappy as well. They're unhappy. You're unhappy. Let me see this bottom energy. Yeah, they definitely want to move this forward, and they're coming in to talk to you. I don't see you doing that. You're angry with this person. You're hurt. You're angry. Okay, so we have the High Priestess in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Yeah, so they're telling the truth. This is them telling the truth. And it's going to be painful. It already has been. This is very painful energy. You're very angry. You're very hurt. I feel like you feel this person's not been truthful. They're coming towards you now with the truth. High Priestess is a keeper of secrets. It's in the reverse. The Sun is in the reverse. This has to do with secrets, things that were hidden, things that this person wasn't being transparent about. Now they're going to come to you and they're going to tell the truth. We see the Knight of Swords as well. So yeah, they're gonna ante up. They're gonna tell the truth. Let me see. Show me the Five of Swords in reverse. Page of Cups. The Star card in reverse. Yeah, the truth is coming out about somebody else, about another person. You do love this person. You do have feelings for them. But you feel like they owe you an apology. In order to end this conflict between the two of you, you feel that they owe you an apology, and you're not going to accept anything less. And they're coming in quick to tell the truth. I'm hearing what tell the truth, shame the devil. Yeah, they're coming in to tell the truth, but they're definitely very emotional and they're not very grounded. And whereas they tried to make it out at some point that this was because of something that you did, they know it's not. And now the truth is coming out. The truth is, they're coming to you with the truth. And you're demanding an apology. They're going to try to resolve this. So they created the imbalance and then blamed you. Show me the Three of Cups in the reverse. This is what's affecting the connection. Show me what's affecting the connection. All right, we have the Eight of Wands. We have Temperance. So what's affecting the connection is you've made up your mind that you'll talk to this person. You've weighed up the pros and cons, if you should just walk away from it, leave it alone, or if you should talk to them. And I feel like you've decided you will talk to them, but you're not sure that you're going to get back together with them either. Yeah, you're because it looks like you're perceiving this as third-party energy. So I do see talking back and forth. I see you weighing up their words, what they're saying. This person is trying to balance this out and to heal this connection. It definitely needs it. They definitely are trying to come to you in a very temperate way and to say, look, they're going to be guarded though, but they're going to come to you in a way that is more peaceful. They want to bring peace to the situation. They know they created this unhappiness. So I do feel that they want to bring this into a better place. They want to turn this wheel of fortune, and they're trying to figure out how to do it. I do see them actually moving towards you. It will likely be very impulsive. And it could be because they see that somebody else is showing you attention. And that's going to be very jarring for them. So for some of you, someone else in this gap between you and this person, someone is showing you attention, and this person sees that, and it does all kinds of stuff to their head, and then they come rushing in to try to fix this. So I do see conversation back and forth. I do see healing taking place. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Scorpio. Oh, you're going to have a choice. Interesting. You got the Lovers. You got the Eight of Cups reversed. And you got the Six of Swords reversed. Very interesting energy. So, yeah, this person's coming back towards you because I don't see you going towards them. You're very angry about, what they've done, and they did hurt you. So it does look like you're somebody is interested in you. The funny thing is I don't really see you that interested in them, but somebody is paying you some attention, showing you some attention. This person sees this, and all of a sudden they can't get to you fast enough. They are going to confess the things that they did, and they know that created the chaos here. They want to take this to a better place. They want to, turn the page and move towards something more peaceful. But the thing is that now you're going to have choices. You've got a choice between someone new and this person, and you're angry with this person. I do see you talking to them. But a lot of you could have met somebody when you were traveling or not where you live. There's something to do with that for somebody. But regardless, I feel like it's your choice. You have a choice. This person is definitely coming back towards you. They want to lock you down. They're so afraid that you're going to take off with somebody else. So now it's your choice. and they're kind of in this stuck energy where they're feeling unhappy, they're doubting themselves, and they're going to be trying to get you back, but you're angry. I can see that. So yeah, I feel like you may even have the admiration of more than one person, you know? You have options here that I feel like there's a lot of people that would love to be with you, Scorpio, but I feel like you're very focused on this person. So bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. That is underlying energy, and I don't feel like that's your energy as much as it is theirs. Now, you do have a lot of worry, anxiety, sleepless nights that has to do with what happened in this connection. Their sleepless nights, their anxiety is knowing that other people are paying you attention and that you're open to receive that attention. It's driving them nuts. Yeah, they literally are losing sleep over that. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for Scorpio. Pulling for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, your card is Innocence. Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. Oh, that's a healing. That's about healing. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Scorpio. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and be sure to hype the video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Scorpio, know that you are loved, and namaste.